Hey everyone, it's Alex, and in this video we're going to be discussing whether or not the recently reworked Spider-Man is good. That's right, we're answering the question, is the new Spider-Man good? Because if you're anything like me, you got super hyped up with the change. I mean, Spider-Man is an incredibly notable hero in the Marvel franchise, so to see the card get reworked is super exciting. And is it good? That's the question everyone's wondering. There's been a lot of experimentation over the last couple days to see what decks it fits in the best. And in this video, we're actually discussing a few different decks. I got gameplay highlights we're going to be showcasing as well. But is Spider-Man good? I got a couple hot takes here. Now, the first is that I think it's fine. I don't think it's like as meta breaking as some might have expected it to be. It's a good card. It does a very interesting thing. However, it's like, if you compare it directly to Polaris, right? Polaris is a 3/5, it drags a 1 or 2 cost card. This can drag anything, but it's much less reliable. You can't pick where it gets dragged. It can go pretty much anywhere. It's a random selection of cards on the board. So it has a lot of RNG in it, which can be good or bad. It's usually just bad, honestly. You'd rather just control it. And as the 3/5 stat line, it doesn't have the power to be worth the RNG implications at times, because you can't pick where it goes, you can't pick what card it hits. So there's things along those lines that are kind of significant here. So it has a good stat line, it moves, so it naturally, like, okay, well, can it work with like Morales and other things like that? And it does work with Spider-Man Morales, but I do think it's not completely broken. In fact, in terms of like a change, I think like the OTA change to Magic is more meta relevant than the change to Spider-Man. It's not to say the card's not good, it's not to say that the card won't have a place, it's just that in my experimentation, it feels more niche than I expected. So let's talk about a couple decks. Now, this is going to be the deck where I think it worked the best. In my experimentation, this deck absolutely felt great. It is Spider-Stature, and it's the Black Bolt Stature list with Darkhawk, Rockslide. You have the Captain Marvel being included as well because it's a brand new buff card that works wonderfully with Zabu. You got the Jeff, which is an absolute beauty, and I'm actually really excited about Jeff because I think Jeff's a fantastic card in so many different decks. Spider-Man slots well here because it moves, it can access blocked off locations, which Jeff can as well. You get a lot of movement and unpredictability for your opponent. You got the Spider-Man, you got the Jeff, you have the Cap Marvel. And then, of course, it actually works really well with Morales because you have Jeff and Spider-Man together. So you can actually move Jeff on turn 5. You play your Black Bolt, so Morales becomes a 1, Stature becomes a 1, Jeff moves, and then you can play basically 1 plus Stature and the Morales, right? So you get a lot of options there. You can also consider going Zabu into Darkhawk, Rockslide, Zabu into Darkhawk, Shang-Chi, whatever you want, right? A lot of versatility with this deck. The problem with Spider-Man here is that, do you cut something like a Spider-Man and add like a Chavez, and is this deck better, right? And only a large amount of aggregate games will say that, because not having Chavez in decks like this can feel a little awkward. But I did feel like this deck did perform well. I was confident playing it. It won games. It was competitive. So this is probably one of the top choices if you're trying to like play a good meta deck with Spider-Man in it. Now, we got a couple others. This was a Sling and Surf, is what I called it there. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Basically, it's trying, okay, we got Silver Surfer. It's a 3-drop Silver Surfer. How can we make it so that we can essentially use Spider-Man to the greatest ability in Silver Surfer? And I actually wanted to play it in conjunction with Polaris. And the reason for this is because if you can drag targets you don't want to hit out, then suddenly you reduce the RNG of Spider-Man. Because, like, let's say there's a 1-drop that you don't want there. You can drag it out with Polaris and then hit the target, or more reliably hit the target with the Spider-Man that you want to move with, right? So that's something worth noting. It's also just a 3-drop that generates value. You can access locations. It just worked. The thing about this deck, we must have played like 30 games of this deck. I was never fully sold on the Morales inclusion. There were times where Morales felt like a really good inclusion because you have Jeff, you have the Spider-Man, you have the Polaris, you have the Juggernaut. There's all these things that make Morales free. And if you play Storm and Juggernaut, then you have a Morales that's basically a 1 cost. So that's exciting. But the problem is that Morales goes to 1, you have Sarah, and realistically, you're usually trying to play Sarah and 3 drops. But Morales will only go to 1, it won't go to 0, so you have 2 2-drops and Morales. And is that always better, especially if you're playing Surfer and the Morales doesn't get buffed? I don't know. Morales felt cuttable here, but Spider-Man did feel okay. It felt okay. You probably cut something like Morales, you maybe add Shadow King if we go to the threes here for a sec, right? I know I'm like meandering a little bit here, but like this is a very different type of video because I think the discussion's important. You could consider something like Mr. Fantastic. You could consider Rogue in the current meta, considering how much Darkhawk there is. Rogue's a good call. Shadow King's good against Destroy. Shadow King's going to be more important in the coming weeks. So like Morales doesn't feel worth it. And then ultimately, like, is Spider-Man worth it? Like, is it just better to run Maximus? Time will tell, but this is what I was experimenting with the Spider-Man. And then we got the Spider-Thanos. Now, this is actually a leading meta deck right now. I wanted to feature this as well because this is one that's kind of like, you know, on Untapped and in other places. This is the one that's kind of holding up the win percentage, holding over 60% right now. And it's straight up just Spider-Thanos. It's Spider-Man into the Thanos-based list. It's the ongoing Thanos list that, you know, Coccia had kind of introduced to us about a month ago. And suddenly you have just Spider-Man, which is pretty cool because you can trade effectively. You can basically Spider-Man something, bring it over to the lane, and then have a favorable matchup. Like if you drag like a, I don't know, an Iceman, then suddenly that you have a 3-5 versus the Iceman and you're able to confidently Professor X on that location. Also, if Professor X is on the board, you know that the Spider-Man can't go into the Professor X location. So if you have a lockdown like mid, if you have a lockdown left location and they're playing right, you can actually guarantee that you're going to hit that, you're going to hit the middle location when you actually Spider-Man because it's going to pull a card and take it because it can't access the Professor X. So you know where the Spider-Man's going to go. So it does give some utility there. Iron Lad Spider-Man's kind of a fun hit as well. But realistically, it's literally the Thanos list that you know is good with the Spider-Man inclusion. The stat line's good, the disruption's good. Now you might be thinking, Alex, what about like a destroy thing? What if like you use Spider-Man to destroy? I'm showing you this deck because I don't want you to use it. This deck sucked so bad. But like, it's good to experiment with it. I was like, okay, is Kingpin playable with Spider-Man, right? No, it's not. It sucked. Like, I don't care what you're saying. Like, oh, but you can, what if you pull a Devil Dinosaur into the King? No, it just sucks because the 50-50s and the RNG, it never worked like I wanted it to. And then a good player is always going to play into the Kingpin location. Spider-Man 2099 was okay. Like, it just, the whole deck sucked. Don't play this. Kingpin's not playable with Spider-Man. Don't listen to the memes. I'm not going to show this anymore because I don't want you guys to think that I'm actually encouraging it. Deck sucked. Spider-Stature was the one that I felt the most confident with. The Surfer one, I think if you, okay, in another week, I'll probably release a video with the black, kind of like a new Surfer list, I meant to say. It'll probably slap. I still need some more time to experiment, but I know people are interested in Spider-Man right now, so that's why this video is coming out. But in the meantime, I think this is the one. This is the one to play. This is the list that made the most sense. And ultimately, I think you can get to Infinite with this one for sure. I think the win rate's going to be high. And obviously, the Thanos one is just the Thanos shell, which just damn works. Regardless, guys, you've got some gameplay highlights coming here on Twitch TV. And I would invite you to join us on Twitch. Twitch drops are coming to Marvel Snap at some point in the near future. I've had Twitch drops in the past in other games, and I look forward to doing it in Marvel Snap as well. So please, if you'd like to earn those rewards just by watching my stream, all you got to do is click in the link, the link to my Twitch in the description and in the comment section below. Follow along, and I go live multiple times a week, about four times a week, Eastern Standard Time. So I'd love to see you on Twitch. Anyways, guys, Spider-Man, the debate still rages. I lean towards it being pretty mid with possible potential. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed these fantastic highlights that were recorded live on Twitch. No, no, no. Let's go for a jog. Oh, that's not good.
Enough said, bub. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
We friggin' tie. I got Jeff, though. I got Jeff. What am I worried about? I ain't worried. Oh, they're reaching with Iron Lad. Come back, fool. It's actually pretty good for him, to be honest with you. I'd lean towards maybe doing Jeff Morales here. I think we're going to Juggernaut mid. We'll Killmonger left. It's Nimrod, is it? It's Nimrod, is it? Do we do this? Is he playing something here to destroy Nimrod? He thinks he's gonna, no, he knows he's gonna beat him there. The question is, for 8 cubes, where do we jug? Where does Juggernaut go? I think we have to jug here, don't we? I mean, if he wants to play Bar Sinister, Juggernaut completely denies it. Destroyer mid is a good call. It has to be mid. Yeah, he's going to use mid. We haven't. So I think it's this. It has to be Killmonger last. It's for 8. Yeah, we called it. See ya. There it is. Juggernaut surprise play, turn 6, 8 cubes on the line. Nova comes down, procs across the board. This is a pretty good line here. And it's Destroyer. That's a clean win, guys. Very cleanly won. It's beautiful. It's a thing of beauty, honestly. Absolutely fantastic for 8 cubes. Juggernaut turn 6. You get them every time. That is how you win a game of Marvel Snap. It's a beauty to behold. Absolutely love it. Let's go. Are they tilted? Uh-oh. No, man. No, no. It was a good game. No, don't be mad. No, it was a good game. Settle down, bud. No, come on, man. 40 isn't that old. Hey, listen, I've heard that, you know. Oh, we gotta move this Morbius to another location so we could Enchantress it. Go left. Let's go, let's go. Left, 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 left. No! That's not where we wanted to go. That's not it. That's not it. Because I really think we need to, because Black Bolt's risky here, depending on what they play. It's obviously discard. So Black Bolt's a meme. I can't Black Bolt here. It has to be Cap Marvel into Enchantress Darkhawk. It's MODOK every time, yeah. Shang-Chi, the Miramosa Shard. If we top deck Shang-Chi, this game's easy as hell. It's Korg. We're Korg Gaming. They have a Cap Marvel. I don't think we can snap. Am I missing the line here? Maybe we just give this location. Or is it Darkhawk Korg? We had 6 power. 12. I'm gonna try this. Called it. Wow. But they beat us. We're short.
Higher, further, faster, baby. Higher, further, faster, baby.
That is incredible. What a win. What a weird one. As much as I want to play Reality Stone, I think we need to hold it for a sec. We don't want to just play it on negative zone because we can benefit from that. We got to watch out for Shuri's Lab as well. Thanos getting popped. Shuri's Lab Spider-Man. Oh, God.
Neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Correct. Well, he still gets buffed. We did it for science. We've done it for science. We got to get rid of Shuri's lab here. Oh, we're Infinite Gaming. Bruh. Oh, Dankhawk. We have to skip. We still draw. Is Spider-Man still good in this deck? It feels like a good inclusion because you could like favorably trade into a Professor X location. You could, there's a couple things you can do with Spider-Man here. It's just like a good statted card. But is it totally necessary? Probably not. They're taking their time. It's Zebu. Zebu Skillmonger. I think Claw left. Wow. That's a Luke Cage win, folks. That is a Luke Cage win. Unbelievable. 10 gifted subs. Truly remarkable. Thank you so much. And again, Maddie, thank you as well. Guys, the support I get, it blows my mind. It really does. It's just remarkable. But I appreciate you guys so much. It's unbelievable. So Storm is cool. Now we have Juggernaut naturally. Now okay, so we don't want Dakin in this location. So what we probably do here is we actually Spider-Man. Now the problem is it's a 50-50 on whether or not we pull Dakin or not. But we're going to try. And this is exactly why we play Spider-Man in this deck. Look at this. Dakin goes up, but Dakin's not going to be in that location. See you later, bud. Get out of there. Easy dub. And that's it. That's exactly why I feel like Storm, Spider-Man, and Juggernaut, they have like a unique role to play with each other, you know? I think we snap. We're at an advantage here. Phoenix Force. Brought back the Maramusa shard. That's not what I expected. Jiggly Jesse. Let's go. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, interesting play there. It's a nice little addition of power. Clean win. That's very nice. Oh, that looks nice. That was a fantastic turn 6. Wow, that was a fantastic turn 6. That came together very nicely. Very nicely. I don't think we play Magic in this deck. I don't think going to turn 7 benefits us. Because we blow up our hand so fast. Strange and Vulture is a cool idea. Yeah, you can't just rely on Killmonger for Dakin. And if you're going to do that, then you probably have to run the Invisible Woman package. Derp, 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 derp. We're Morb Gaming, are we?
Wind aid my hand.
We're Morb Gaming. Miss me with that. Bro, come on. They gave it? Oh, we're Spider. We're Spooter. Where's my Spooter? No Spooter! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So they have a Pock, and so basically they just have a Pock now. They have nothing. Okay, they have a huge apocalypse. Man, if Goose was down, Spider-Man would have been perfect there. We go for the Gambit snipe? Gambit YOLO? Alright, we win these, right? Calling Wing. What? Come on, we win these, right? That's a big morb. Oh, Gambit! Oh, let's go! Absolute anarchy! Unbelievable! Pure skill! My friends, always believe in the heart of the cards.